This is Robert Evatt. I'm the tech reporter with the Tulsa World, and I'm here reviewing one of the 3 new models of Blackberry. This particular one is the Torch 9850. Now this is the one of the 3 without a keyboard. And you'll see here that it's more or less your typical black slate, although the body kind of flows around to the front and into the back. It's looks pretty nice. The buttons kind of stick out a little bit, ruin the effect just a little bit, but other than that it's fine. I should note that the lock button up here takes up the entire top, so it's kind of easy to set it off in your pocket, so it's one thing to look out for. So fire it up, and this is one of the new Blackberries running the latest version of the operating system, Blackberry 7. And well, honestly, not much has changed between Blackberry 6 and Blackberry 7. You have this up here, and you notice this big blank space here. Well, you can't do anything with it. It's just kind of there. All of your apps live down here in categories like all, frequent, downloads, media, favorite. I hope you like those categories because those are all you can get. You can turn them off, but those are the maximum you can get. So you pull them up, get your apps up here. And now I should point out that the touchscreen on this works quite well. It's responsive, it scrolls nicely, it's multi-touch. So I've got no complaints there, although the virtual keyboard, it's adequate, but I found myself making more mistakes than I do on other versions of keyboards. So if you're really a stickler for the physical keyboard, you're probably not going to find this is going to be the best replacement. So let's go into the few things that are new. First off, Blackberry beefed up the browser, and as you can tell, I've got CNN up here, and it's pulled up the full CNN sites pretty darn well. It looks nice. You can zoom in and zoom out, and it's great. So it's a much needed boost to their web browsing capabilities. Very glad they did that. Unfortunately, as I'll show you right now, their sites default to the mobile sites, and so I have the mobile version of the Tulsa World site here, which is a lot more bare bones. And my question is that you have such a great web browser. I mean, why do you not want to show it off? Why do you always want to go to the more limited versions of sites? I mean, you can always just click on the show full site option, but still a little baffling there. The other new thing is voice capabilities, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you here because the reception's terrible in this room, but it works well. It has to communicate with the server online. It's not nearly as robust as Siri on the iPhone 4S is, but it works fine. It's about on par with Android. It's got pretty good voice recognition capabilities. But other than that, they've kept pretty much everything unchanged, which is a shame because, I mean, they're continually getting leapfrogged by pretty much everyone else in the smartphone world. Apple, Windows, Android, I mean, they've all introduced better features, and you still have to mess around with menus and sub-menus on here. In fact, you have the Blackberry button here is dedicated to menus, bringing things up. Like I said, you can't really customize your apps. I mean, you can move them around in each of the little subcategories here, but you can't move them up to the space up here, and you can't move them from category to category. They just kind of show up where they want to go. So honestly, the new Blackberry isn't a bad phone. It's got a much needed processor upgrade from the notoriously chunky previous ones they had last year, so that's definitely a relief. But I really wish they had done more with their operating system. I mean, it's pretty much every other phone offers many more features now and a much better user experience, so it's hard for me to recommend this Blackberry or even the other Blackberries with a keyboard, unless you really like Blackberry's famously great physical keyboards. So let's just hope that they bring their A game better next year.